This channel's content is intended for people over the age of 13. If you are under that age, please leave now. Thank you.
So what is Rage 2? Well, allow me to put you in the picture. It's an open world shooter type game like your Far Cry's and your Days Gones, only it's made by Avalanche and id Software. So FPX Mad Max with doom shooting mechanics in a nutshell. So here's a wee bit about the two studios that made this game, right? We've got Avalanche Studios. They made Just Cause and Generation Zero. I hated Generation Zero. id, famous for one of the greatest games of all time here, people. Doom, amongst other things like Quake, Heretic, Hexen, and all that jazz. I have to admit that Avalanche wouldn't have been my first choice of studio to co-develop this game. Combat's good, open world looks beautiful, it is a wee bit empty, looks very much like Mad Max in fact. The side activities are just, they're all the fucking same. You basically just go from one place to the next to kill everything in the vicinity, and then you move on. It's a bit of a shame that, so how do you get around in the open world? Well, I'll put you straight in the picture again, folks. You get vehicles to drive and fly, although I haven't tried the flying vehicle, but I unlocked that doing a mission, so if you can't find them out in the open world, don't worry, you'll get one eventually. You can tell that Avalanche have been working on their driving mechanics since Mad Max because it's a hell of a lot better. Actually, I'd say it's really good. Just remember, folks, to carry this over to the next Just Cause game, please, and thank you. So the length of Rage 2 has been a touch disappointing. It is only roughly 8 to 12 hours. I managed to get 20 odd hours out of it, but I did a lot of the side stuff, and that it really does get old very, very quickly, so that's a bit annoying. It's a bit odd for an open world game as well. There's really no point to be an open world if they're not going to have a really fleshed out side quest system, I think, personally. They also love the neon pink bloody everywhere, and it's very, very reminiscent of Far Cry New Dawn. I'd also say aesthetically this game is quite reminiscent of, well, Mad Max, because Avalanche made that one as well. Also Borderlands and Fallout. I wait till you hear some of the fucking AI. The AI for the car is really great. It's a female voice and she just sounds like she can't be arsed, so that's fucking perfect. I'll let you hear what I mean. Sarcastic witch that she is.
Here I am, Ranger. Systems activating.
So I'm going to move on to talking about the guns and the superpowers. You will find these items in arcs dotted around the disastered place of destruction, the wasteland, and you can buy the locations or you can just find them yourself. You'll get a couple through the story, but not many. And the way you'll find them in the open world is if you use your focus ability with L1 or LB, whatever machine you're using, and there'll be big beams of light up and down the sky, and you'll just go, oh, there's that one there, I'll just guess as much as I can if I can go and find the damn thing. It can be a bit of a pain in the arse to navigate, but I say you can just buy the locations and they'll just go, oh, they're here. It's kinda, well, it gets to a point in the game with the amount of money you've got, you don't really need much, so I just kinda fucking bought them all. But the powers are where the heart of the game lies, I'm afraid. A far more fun experience when you get them. You can get powers that make you run fast, slam the grun with your fist, and everything will just fucking blow up. Or you can, some sort of like force push type ability where you can send people flying off ledges and into things and they'll burst. It's quite nice. As for the guns, I think my favourite gun in the game has got to be the shotgun. I think this should be nominated for the greatest shotgun in the video game. It's just such a satisfying thing to use. Plus the alternate fire has a sort of push effect, so not only will they get hit with a shotgun blast, they'll also go flying and blow up, which is, yeah, it's great. It's also good for getting rid of armour on enemies as well. I'll not tell you too much more about any more of the weapons, because I want you to discover some things on your own if you do decide to purchase this game. No, but they're kind of standard fare, you know, rocket launchers, things like that. One of the other guns you can get in the game is the pistol from the first game, along with the protagonist's armour from the first game, but the only way to get that is to pre-order the game, which you can't do now because it's out. You get the Cult of the Death God DLC, and you'll go down and you'll kill a boss and a few mutants and you'll get this gun that I have used a grand total of once. You also get a mad overdrive ability in this game when you've killed enough people and built up a... It's like a rage mode. If you've ever seen a rage mode where you press L1 and R2 together and you'll go blah, blah, and then you'll just get a kill. Everything and the screen will go all purple and shit. You can also choose between a male and female character. Newsflash here, folks, the female voice actor is actually better than the male. So I recommend going the woman for your first playthrough, or any playthrough really. Right, now I want to talk about the Motorker. There are a selection of cars for you to find and collect, but honestly, the one I used the most was the one you get at the start of the game, and it's called the Phoenix, which is upgradable with all sorts of lovely wee toys and things like better armour, and you get an ejector seat for some reason. There's also got a nitros boost for all your boosting needs and all that shit. No, you also get like a mortar cannon, you'll get missiles and an upgradable sort of like heavier, it's not quite a machine gun, but it's that sort of idea. So there are other cars to get, but I just saw them as collectibles because I never really used them. I mean, the authority tank that you get after you play a certain mission is pretty fun, but it's big and it's slow and you can't repair it. You can repair the Phoenix, you just go to the front of the motor and a wee bit will come up and you'll just hit focus and it'll fix it. You can't do that with the rest of the motors, it's really fucking annoying. So, that's what I think of the cars in this game. 99% of them are fucking useless shite. Stick with the Phoenix, folks. Stick with the Phoenix. Right, this will be the final segment of the video, folks, and then we're going to talk about boss battles, side quests, or, well, not really quests. They're more like fucking just wee bits and bobs, wee camps to clear out here and there, which you need to do for the main story, because there's 3 main characters for the main story. You need to unlock something called Project Dagger, and you need to raise their trust levels or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I can't remember what it's actually specifically called in the game. So what'll happen is you'll do the story missions at a certain point, they'll stop deed, and you just need to go about doing side stuff until you level these arseholes up. I think you need to be level 5 or higher. Well, I didn't quite have that problem because I was doing, bandit camps and shit like that before I got that far in the game, so the levels were already at like 6 or 7, and then I think it was about 15, level 15 each of them were at, before I went and did the final mission, which it's no bad. It's just a big fucking tank rush and a boss battle. It's as easy as pish, and talk to the boss battles, they're no great, they're satisfying somehow, but there's something missing, do you know what I mean? They're easy as fuck. They really just drop the ball in the boss battles, and in fact, to be quite honest, I would like games just to do away with them. They can't do them properly. Please stop doing them. Right, other stuff you can get to do in the open world is races from the first game as well, make a return, and Mutant Bash TV, which I did once and I actually forgot about it. There's also roadblocks, mutant nests, and authority sentries, which are big tower-like things. It's a pain in the arse. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean in the game if you get it. Right, but some of it's no bad. Right, so in conclusion, it is a really good game, gameplay-wise. Just it falls down every other fucking opportunity. Shooting, driving, powers, brilliant. Open world, side quest, story, pish. That's just about how it's going to go here, so I'm having a hard time recommending this. Unless you're a die-hard Rage fan, skip it until it's about 20 quid or $30. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it. It's taken me all fucking day, but whether neither here nor there is it. I will say, please like and subscribe if you haven't done that. I will love you forever, and